Today I'm going to be talking about using reference material to create art. In my case, I almost exclusively work from life or from use photographs. Most of the time I use photographs. But there's a misunderstanding where a lot of people just think that you just sit down with an artist just sits down with a piece of paper and makes it up out of their head. And I suppose there are people that can do that. I just don't happen to be one of them. And anyway, so to tell you, a big shift in how I approached it happened way back when I was in art school. I went ahead and took a horse from Western Horseman magazine at the time. It was a jumping horse, and then I went ahead and put an Indian on the top of the horse. And I'd done a lot of anatomical studies at the time and thought I had a pretty good grip on anatomy and the human form or whatever. Anyway, made up this Indian and put him up on top of this horse and took the thing to the picture to art class, and I was impressed with it. It was the best thing I'd ever done at the time, up until that point in time. So anyway, I went ahead and showed it to the instructor before class started, and he kind of just raised his eyebrows and, oh yeah, okay, and he wasn't excited at all about what I'd done. It kind of surprised me. So anyway, I thought, gosh, I wonder what that meant. So went through class, and then after class, he actually, I was talking to him, and we walked outside in front of his academy, and we were there talking after everybody else had left. And I asked him, I said, so what's the deal with, why didn't you like my art? And he, the Indian and the horse. And he said, you did that out of your head, didn't you? And I said, well, as a matter of fact, I did. He says, well, I can tell. And he said, let me tell you what a professional does. He said, a professional would take, and by professional, now he was a former commercial artist out of Chicago. Just a hard-nosed businessman, get the job done and make it excellent. And so he said, what a professional would do, you would take, he said, I would have gone ahead, got someone, a person, dress him up like the Indian, put him up on the wine barrel or on a wine barrel, something like that. Take the shots and then use that reference material to create the art. And he said, let me tell you something. He said, someone operating like that goes the extra steps and doesn't try to fake it, they will beat you every time. He said, because for you to understand the flow of light over form, like it really is, he said, you'd have to have, and he turned around, he said, you'd have to have a brain the size of my academy. And I thought, gosh, it's, I think he's right, and over time, of course, that's proven to be very, very true. And so I'll go to great lengths to get the actual information. It's really about the information, and have that in front of me, whether it's from life or whether it's from a photograph or whatever the case is. I really want to know what's going on so that I can use that to make the best art possible. At least the best that I know how. So that's it. One last thing, I'm going to go ahead and show you a book that Norman Rockwell was actually put out about Norman Rockwell's collection of photographs that he had. A professional photographer that took his photographs that he would use to assemble, which I do too. We'll go ahead and take the photographs and take the references and so forth and assemble them. He did it on architect's detail paper. It's kind of yellow and very rugged, and I did that for a while too, where I would take my compositions and assemble them that way. Now I do it in Photoshop, which a lot of people like myself do these days. The computer's pretty handy for that. But anyway, so I'll show you the book and the information on that. But I guess I think he left behind, there were like 13,000 photographs that remained after he passed away that were the photographs that he used to create his art. And he's one of my heroes. I'm a big fan of Norman Rockwell, and I'm far from alone on that. So anyway, that's it. My name's Chris Mumbert. Thanks for watching.